Greetings everyone, and Great here with another couple heroes to replay. Spawn on the top side is the blue Wehrmacht or Osh tier. We got Ding Dong. Spawn on the south side is the red UKF. We got Mortal. A mere mortal. When it comes to the possible doctrines, we got the German mechanized doctrine. I do like this doctrine. I love the 250 half tracks. We got the German infantry doctrine. We'll also provide the 250 half track, which this says 251 half track. I do not believe this affects 250 half tracks. And we got the Ostrup defensive community doctrine. Give access to Sturgis, which I'm not a big fan. Ostrupen, I don't really like how they've in the last patch changed them. Pack 43s are nice, and Sector Artillery can be decent. And we do have Doctrine Lock-in, the Lend-Lease Assault Regiment. So we may see some assault sections. Do we have assault section loaded at the back of a universal carrier, which is a clear buff from the previous game's Bren carrier, because now it's carrying a bunch of guys with stens, and also a rack of these Lee Enfields. Additionally, there's a bit of an animation that happens as well, where each one of the models in the back also has a Lee Enfield rifle if you look closely. That is like that for any model in the game, not regardless of what weapons they have. That is actually part of the animator of the unit of this model in the back, which can be set to any model. We do now have a Granat Warfare now be on the build queue for blue, which will not be very good. He's not fighting against the Vickers. I think that's a bad call. Seeing this universal carrier with the assault section back there should warrant the cancel of the Granat Warfare. But he does get fully deployed down the field. Pioneer's getting some damage on the universal carrier, but won't do all too much. Mortar now firing away. This sector is captured, so he does have some vision of the region. Is this a barrage order or auto attack? It is in fact a barrage order, which will probably destroy the sandbags there. Grenadiers get behind some good heavy cover. We do now have the intersection deploying out a set of sandbags over beyond the fuel point. Royal Engineers get from that strategic point. We've got the assault infantry section push way forward. We'll find the MG42. We'll take a half burst, not a full burst. No suppression there. Retarget towards him, and he will need to fall back relatively soon. MG42 is rotated around. Decides not to pursue him because he knows about the MG42 there. Very nice. The mortar gets direct hit there on the Bren carrier. He needs to get the Royal Engineers. He can no longer be taxing up units around all too often. Something I realized as well, this model here uses a skin on the intersection squad. Looks like the animators, the crew action animators, can't use the skin. We've now got the Thompson upgrade there. We'll see a bit of an MG42 burst, suppressing, forcing back. We do have some relatively early medics at a perfect time for the assault section. In my opinion, you should always get the healing upgrade for these close range squads because they have to rely on the extra health more often.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Another raid section deployed on the field, or not raid section, assault section.
Engineers finished, repair complete.
Bren carrier has been repaired. Grenadiers report. This is the second squad of Grenadiers. The first squad is over here. Gets a couple free shots under the Royal Engineers. Mortar in a relatively weird position, but safe enough for now. If I see something going towards the minimap, we do now the assault section charge way forward. Grenadiers will probably need to fall back really soon. They do drop a model. MG42 sitting on up. Gets a half or full burst there. Didn't get suppression. They receive some suppression there. Grenadiers do fall back.
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
And the Granat Warfare has fallen back. Pioneers lay down some sandbags and wire there. Emergency sandbags and wire. Overall, the British player does have better fuel control. The Wehrmacht player still has the fuel sector captured, but his opponent does have 2 relative strategic points captured up here, so gaining a lot more significant income. Right now you can see 29-36 versus 32-20. Do not doubt these sectors. I think people underrate these regular strategic points far too often. Basically, this is half a munitions sector, half a fuel sector. So having 2 of them, you basically get a full fuel and full munitions sector. These regular strategic points provide a lot more income than you would imagine. I see people skip over them far too often. AEC now on the build queue.
Our opponents are seizing a sector. Half-track has arrived.
Universal Carrier does take a bit of damage. Pioneers lay down some landmines, so do now have a teller mine there. Does get interrupted and cancelled. Here comes a 250 half-track. Very nice. Can mount up one of these guys in the back of it. 250 half-track should be able to defeat the Universal Carrier, no problem. It has really good armor. And plus can always haul down. Got the soul section here. You can always load up one of the grenadiers at the back of it and go for some drive-bys. He did lay down some destroyed covers there.
Extra firepower is now available for units.
And the mortar does fall back there. AEC deployed on the field, which is going to be a bit of a severe overreaction for this 250 half-track. 250 half-track does cost a decent amount of fuel, 20, but it is very good, but definitely does not need to warrant an AEC to counter it. It's going to haul down there to get some suppression going, as well as increase its range. Thought I heard a landmine detonation. Panzer Grenadier is now deployed in the field. Good pen down 250 half-track is likely to get killed on off. Does get suppression on the assault section, and the half-track largely just gets thrown away.
Enemies inflicting losses upon us.
Grenadiers getting picked up a little bit there. Got a squad of Panda Shreks to counter the AEC.
We have a fresh half-track at our disposal.
Got now a 255-1 half-track deployed in the field, which does have increased armor protection. Here comes the Panda Shreks. Throws some smokes there. Does not force fire the ground there. Grenadiers can keep trying to engage the assault section. And now I've got Heroic Charge activated onto the assault section charge way forward. 251 half-track could knock it around a little bit there. He is advancing through negative cover there. Pantrax fire. The Pantrax won't do much, but he is flanked. And we're seeing good, decent STG fire from the 2 remaining models. Excuse me. Brand Carrier does break down the wire there. Pantrax trying to pursue it. Got the officer getting suppressed by the MG42. Pantrax trying to pursue the Brand Carrier.
We're losing a capture point.
He always load up the... Yep, he's going to load the MG42 in the back of the half-track to get a little bit of healing going for it. Or he may do a bit of repositioning while at it as well. Does back it off and get a nice healed up, and he's actually deploying it right there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
We do now have this slit trench not pulled in the field. Mortar we need to displace it. 251 half track going to just start picking away at it. Grenadiers getting some decent damage. Light cover is not as good as heavy cover, but he's at the maximum range, so I think the intersection's having trouble targeting him with all the models. AC moving around, could see some armor piercing rounds. Does not. Panzer Grenadiers push forward some Panzer Strikes. Gets a nice little double tap there.
We are losing a sector.
And looks like the officer does see some hits there from the MG42. Will also get suppressed there. And the AC will fall back in time. Over here, do have the assault section behind some light cover. Panzer Grenadiers engaging. Good mortar hit there on the assault section. Does get forced back there. So now we do have a second squad. Oh, what was that? I guess that was 25-pounder base barrage.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Assault section charging way forward. Will beat the Pioneers in the wounded state. And both those squads do fall back there. We do have the half track moving around. A little bit of Grenadier. Grenadier may be being reinforced in the back of it.
The enemy is taking our territory.
I'm having trouble clicking on it though. We do now the assault section capturing up the cutoff sector, or decapturing it at least. Red Grenadiers push forward, just advance to heavy cover, and he will win the fight.
In our lines.
Heavy cover is better than garrison cover.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And it looks like Mortar got a decent shot there onto the raid section. Piet squad push forward, has a minesweeper and a single Piet. With all the light vehicles missing, he doesn't need anything more than one Piet.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Intersection may go down. Grenadier only has 2 models, but he's one bullet gets a hit. Does not really try to focus him down in the negative cover. And looks like Panzer Grenadier squad does fall back, so does the assault section. Grenadiers are not capturing this sector there due to the fact that they need a model in the circle, which can be in the circle inside the garrison, but just not lucky enough to get one back there. If you give me one moment, I just saw something I want to. There we go. Just want to bring up the YouTube viewer count number. Mortar moving around. Double pack 40. I suppose he does need pack 40s.
Tech gun is ready for orders.
I wonder if he realized he got hit by 2 howitzers. They are angled, suggesting he did. No hammer, no anvil. Has enough fuel now for the Cromwell.
Someone's shooting us! Attacking our fragment, cheeky bastards!
Half track now rotating around. Panzer Grenadiers do the gets dropped on off. Panzerstrax fires one, miss, double miss, and does get back inside the half track because it doesn't want to risk him near the assault section. Mortar range a little bit short. He does have the mortar behind some good foliage. Pack 40 needs to back on off. Got multiple assault sections overrunning him now. Pioneer does fall back.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Pantrax get another good double tap there. Pack 40 rolls and miss. We may see a bundle grenade into the garrison. Nope. Maybe. Does splash the garrison significantly. Half track firing away. Everything's sort of getting knocked around a little bit by the half track.
Now have access to additional battlefield.
Grenadiers still don't have the upgrades. We do have now spotting scopes available.
We have lost
One pack 40 gets decrewed. Throws a white phosphorus in the other one. Just reverse move back to the medical bunker. Grenadiers probably get wiped on out. Does get wiped on out. Bramo gets cancelled off of Twitter. We do now have the Pack 40 here recruit. If he doesn't want to pull this guy back, he can always use the Pioneer Medical Supplies ability. Pack 40 does get double tap there. Doesn't force fire the ground with the Panzer Shreks. A little bit too nimble to do that. Hammer now being researched, so maybe I'm for some comets.
Hammer tactics are ready for use.
The Vermont player is going for Battle Phase 2. Pretty far fuel for something, for anything really. At the current rate, he probably needs to pull out Stugs. He does have a Stug bulletin. On a grenade thrown. Does avoid it. Now the Panzer Grenadiers here get forced back by their assault sections. Pack 40 does fall back there. We do have the Grenadiers kept this sector here. We do have some Royal Engineers. A lot of wire, a lot of sandbags, and a lot of damage stuff there. M42 suppresses one of the assault infantry sections. Find some S-mines there. Also should be suppressed with soon, and the other squad does get fully pinned. Everything's falling back there. And he did a premature fallback there. Thought he was getting overran. There's at least one S-mine remaining. Yep, just looks like just this one right there. Cromwell now on the build queue. My apologies for my drink open up. Oops. Now we've got a Wasp upgrade. Pack 40 gets a good hit there. Doesn't even matter if it got hit on the rear armor or not. The Grenadiers may need to fall back really soon. Looks like the Wasp does escape the Pack 40. This garrison is still, well, garrisoned. The trench is already going down. The intersection do take a bit of damage. Medical supply is already active. Maybe a little bit too early. Grenade thrown there. Light Gammon Bomb does force back the Panzer Grenadiers. Mortar range a little bit farther. M242 firing away. Gets a very short burst there. And now do have the Comet tank deployed in the field. The Wehrmacht player could eye for something else rather than vehicles with a common ticket to play. He does have Pack 40s. He could try for the Left 18 instead. Machine gun bunker gets a good volley there, suppresses the infantry assault section. Throws out a Gammon bomb, destroys the bunker of it. Friends far away from the garrison. We do have this assault section still taking more fire, still suppressed. Munitions cache has been deployed in the field. Pantrax push way forward. Gets a pen and a bounce. Spotting Scout has been deployed out on the 251 half track.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. The enemy is taking our territory.
Comet gets good pen there on the 251 half track. Does get some more pens there with the Pack 40. Wasp to take it out. The 251 half track goes down. Overall minor loss. Pack 40. Oh, does throw a grenade on top of the Pack 40. Getting some damage there. Everything else is over on these Pack guns. Comet goes a full skip onto there. Pantrax push forward. Got multiple PS squads there. Wasp does go down. That's good. Push way forward. The Pantrax squad does fall back. And M42 firing away, suppressing these Royal Engineers. We could see a bundle grenade relatively soon. Isn't diverting all his fire. It does fall back there. No bundle grenade. Black Panzer also in the build queue. I don't think also would be a great option. I can see a left 18, but then again, he has a lot of mobile squads, so maybe not. Grenade Warfare trying to get some barrages over there. So, once again, the Grenade Warfare pushing forward like that.
Flak Panzer has arrived. Austrian standing by.
Our MG-42s have arrived.
Ready. Engaged.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Pack 40 helping destroy the garrison. Got the Grenadiers here, getting engaged by the officer. Grenadiers need to fall back. As Garrett slowly whittling down the assault section, does get forced back there. He has lost one of the Grenadier squads in one of the engagements.
Are losing a sector.
And his Pack 40 has not been reclaimed just yet. Do not have a Firefly, which I also really disagree. He's only fighting against a single Flak Panzer also, and a Cromwell will be more than adequate for that. Or another comp tank. He's also sold the 250 half-track, which should give indication he's not fighting against any sort of heavy armor. If he remembers what Dockson's opponent's gone for, there was no Tiger tank or elephant or anything heavy armor possible. So the Firefly is just straight up a bad choice. Rolls a miss there. Comet tank push way forward. Pioneer needs to fall back.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Throws out another frag. He does avoid it. Here is... Oh, looks like the Firefly's getting hit quite hard by the Pack 40. Firefly does fall back there. Some S-mines do chain rack and go down there. Pack 40 does go down. Couple good pens there by the Panstrex. Does wipe out that squad with that last remaining S-mine. Good pen there on the Flak Panzer Ostwind. Couple pens there. Good pen there. And the Comet tank will not take out the Ostwind. Does skip on out there. You just have to been captured on up. Right now, the VP is actually very similar right now. Slight advantage for the austere player, but there is double capture against him at the moment. Panzer Grenadiers do fall back there. Mortar in the center map catching up that sector. We've got the Pack 40 moving around. This Pack 40 has not been reclaimed.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Auto grenade there does ward away the assault squad. Does the Sturdy crew the Pack 40. And throws a full Gammon bomb onto the Pack 40, which does destroy it. There's still this other Pack 40 there, and I think it blew up some of the Panzer Grenadiers there, so he will lose a squad there, not paying close enough attention. So he probably still does need the Pack 40. Rolls a miss there.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Does wipe out the Pack 40.
Destroyed anti-tank gun.
Couple good pens and bounce. Left 18 on the build queue. He needs more AT. A Stug would probably be a good option.
At your service.
Firefly just hung reserve because it's simply not needed. Like I said, it was a completely bad choice. Opponent grenade throw. Doesn't dodge it. And gets wiped out from it.
We're losing a capture point.
Left 18 still being built.
Comet crew, awaiting new orders.
Now the Comet is fully repaired. MG42 in defense position, protecting the central VP. Got the Panzer Grenadiers and Panic Trucks nearby as well.
Forces are securing our
Left
territory.
18 is fully built. May see a target over here really soon.
The peg gun is ready for orders.
Grenadiers do fall back there to take a bit of damage. Another Pack 40 has been deployed on the field. Comtank's taking some pot shots against the Panzer Grenadier. The Pack 40 has been fully destroyed. Does get a pen there. And it's barraging space, opponent's base sector. Gets a good hit there, denies the healing. You'll only receive healing if you're out of combat.
HQ is under attack.
Took a massive hit there. Medic can remain one model. Now it's going for a 40 HQ. Oh, I just needs an alternative reinforcement point. He also has a decent number of road engineers with Piets. So that's overall a relatively bad call since he's almost not really deploying out a lot of armor.
HQ is under attack. Typical enemy.
So he has
strike
way too much AT at the moment. He lost one of the assault sections, but he has way too much various AT. The Firefly was a bad call, and I think there's just too many Piets as well. White Fossil's onto the Pack 40. Good pens there. Good pens there. Overdrive on the Firefly. Does get a couple good hits there. Falls back.
Steal our sector.
Well, he has a lot of repair squads, so at least they get repaired up pretty quickly. Those Japan's Grenadiers are doing quite well there. You have now a forward retreat point actually established there with the medic nearby. 11's off cooldown. Got another MG42 firing away, hitting the assault section. Throws a smoke grenade there. You can perhaps bring left 18 barrage there to really hit it. He's barraging somewhere, probably the base sector again.
Some buggers got us marks.
Is it barraging right there? Nope, just really wide scattered. I think it is barraging right around here. Black Panzer getting some damage there onto the intersection, forcing him back. Does finish off that one squad there. The British player's going to lose a decent amount of anti-infantry. He's going for a centaur. I do agree for him going for anti-infantry assets. Panzer Faust should have been cancelled there. Didn't even get a pen. Nowhere near a chance of getting an engine crit. Does get a pen and bounce there. Falls back.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Detonate some of those S mines there with the comet tank. Push way forward there. May see a frag grenade there from the comet tank. All of those squads getting pinned and suppressed.
Centaur ACAC tank ready and waiting for orders.
Centaur not pulling fuel. Stroke on the build queue. And a good pen there from the Firefly.
300 points remaining.
Good pack 40 hit there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Infantry squad attacking us.
Transgrenadiers to fall back. Black Panzer also straight forward.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Centaur patrol here does take a Panzer shot. 2 Panzer shots to pen. Still push way forward. Gets good pen there as well. So next pair of Panzer could take it out. We got combined arms activated there. Does have to be careful about the Piets. Piets and heat grenade being thrown.
Headquarters are under fire.
It's engine crit. A lot of Piet squads moving forward. Firefly trying to provide some fire support. In the center here, we've got the Pioneers. Pack 40 among everything else. And there still looks like we'll go down. Firefly does roll a miss. It looks like this MG42 does get decrewed as well. I think the gun's being destroyed. Yeah, gun does get destroyed. Pack 40 rolls and miss. Fire some white phosphorus there.
A capture point is being overrun.
Osman takes some fire there. Pack 40 not rotating around to hit it. May see a grenade. Got now the strafing support ability. Comtech takes some damage there with the white phosphorus effect fully applied. And a lot of damage there. Garrison may get fully destroyed by the rocket run. But it's hitting right now the Oswin, who now is main gun destroyed there, so no one has able to shoot down the aircraft. Pack 40 does get decrewed, and looks like the mortar will get overran as well. Also artillery there, even trace the gun.
Trying to take it.
The gun itself doesn't take any damage for the crew, so likely the base houses will at least get it decrewed. Pack bundle grenade there. Yep, easy decrew. Pack 40 gets a good shot there. Centaur Mercy World speed away. Another Centaur, not Centaur, Comtech on the build queue. I don't believe he really needs it. I think more Centaurs would probably be better.
New men with the squad.
Repairs finished.
comm tank pushes its way forward.
There's a comet tank ready to go.
Good pen there. Multiple good pens. And now we've got the comm tank blitzing on out of there.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Oh, sorry. That one scratched the paintwork.
Comm tank pushing over here now. Of course, got all these sappers repairing up these vehicles in no time.
Launch the mission.
As you guys captured the VP and going to the Pack 40. These other ones, are they alive or are they just decrewed? Or are they fully dead? They appear to be fully dead. Now the Pantrax pushing along the flank, does get a good pen there. That other Pantagruneer squad does fall back.
A few less
Ooh,
bastards
and the comm tank gets a one-shot there. Now taking time to shoot and destroy the MG42. Comm tank should not be that effective as infantry.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Somebody's shooting at us. Promotion? Us? Oh, will we please?
Tulips connects with the Stug. Now the Firefly should be able to finish it off. Good pen there. That squad does get wiped on out. Stug gets abandoned. Asgardier's rotating down south. This one's knocking up here to Pandatrax. And now got the Oswin driving around the backside. Does spot the board HQ. ML-20 could start barraging it. Oswin still being pursued. Asgardier's getting hit by the Centaur. Now we've got both comm tanks pursuing the Flak Panzer. And we've got the Centaur emergency war speeding away. Firefly also joining the fun. There goes the Ostwind. Another Stug on the build queue. And those S-mines do chain react once again.
Anti-tank gunners on the sides! Little buggers! Now this is
Bounce and pen there. Lep 18 barraging the forward HQ now, gets some hits. A couple more pens down that comm tank. Comm tank goes to a pack down to a pack 40.
The enemy have knocked out a comet tank.
Assault section now trying to overrun that pack 40 along with the comm tank. Another comm tank on the build queue. And now the pack 40 gets wiped on out, and now it's taking time to destroy the pack gun itself.
Armored bus bastard firing at us.
Good pen there.
Promoted. So, better pay then.
Asgardier's pushing the way forward.
Enemy infantry firing on us.
And the assault section, I'm pretty sure that's a red gam bomb. I
Damned
think
enemies trying to take
the
a point from us.
Wehrmacht player may be eyeing to surrender relatively soon. He's losing quite a bit. Find some S-mines there. It gets wiped out. Probably worth in the end.
Upgrade finished. Very handy.
British player has plenty of fuel. Has 10 population remaining, which is enough population room to get another Centaur.
Supplies looking a bit squishy. Squiffy.
Pioneer does fall
Line's been
back.
cut.
Big shutter!
We're losing a capture point.
Good Pack 40 hit there. Not Pack 40,
The
Stug.
enemy are determined, and we are down to 300
Couple good
points.
pens there. Grenadiers may get some pan trick shots off. One pen, one bounce look like. Destroy some of those S mines there as well. That took out most of them. There's still a couple more remaining. Target weak point active, but it is from the HQ. Gets a blind hit there. But of course it's flanking, so not great for both sides. Does throw a passive grenade there.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Now got the Firefly making his turn. Rolls a miss there. Over here we do have Panther can force back the assault officer. We do have 217 VPs versus 281. The stroke does fall back outside the radius. Radius does go over here, so you can always put a stroke here.
Trouble. Trying to take one of our points.
Machine gun bunker takes some shots. Damage 42 is fully withdrawing as well.
Machine gun tank shot at bits!
Medical bunker does go down. Another Stug almost deployed. He got prodded on this side. Now double Stugs push forward. One gets a good pen there. Many good hits there. Common tank will emergency war speed out of there. And go straight for under the Patrick squad. Patrick squad needs to fall back. Still gets good pen. This one needs to start push A moving forward over here. Gets good pen as well. Does send a good pen. Good pen there. Emergency war speed active. Rolls a miss. Sends another pen.
Machine gun crew playing Merry Hell!
Stug takes a pen there. Bet 3 Comet tank advancing. Anxious squad dancing around the bunker. Gets at least one pen there. Here's a squad only has one Panda truck up and going. Yep, that's bugged. I see he has an upgrade, but I only see one Panda truck. So the squad's slightly bugged out. Sometimes it's slides stack on the same person. I think it gets fixed when this guy gets killed off. We got another intersection below in the field. Unupgraded, capturing the flank.
Repairs completed.
Common tank does get fully repaired. Does throw another Pantrick shot there, falls back. Infantry 4-2 and Pantrick squad push forward.
Point secured. Waiting more orders.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Good pens there, does fall back. Back to Stug. Put some more rounds into that Centaur. Pack 40, or still gets another target weak point there. Lining the comm tank. Panzerfaust there as well. Pioneers need to keep on repairing. It looks like can withstand one shot there. Throws a smoke round. We do now have the MG42 over here. Kept the munition sector. Getting hit by the comm tank. MG bunker does go down. Wipes out the machine gun squad. Good pack of Panzer shots there. Many Panzer shots there. It looks like he has all 4 up and going once again. Like I said, kill off that one guy. It'll pop the 2 Panzer across 2 models. Good pack 40 hit there, or Stug hit. More hits there. He may be able to send a shot there. Pioneer gets fully crushed. We got now the blindness, and the Panzer do take out the Comet tank. Now we got the Lord flying about.
The Comet tank has been put out of action.
Going for a flashpounds also now. Going for another Comet tank. Really just go for Cromwells at this moment in time. They offer a bit more anti-infantry. He has a lot of spare resources, so he's going for a Comet tank. He can go for other vehicles afterwards. He has plenty of population space.
They have 100 points remaining.
Centaur now advancing. Takes up the MG42. Got a double cap in favor of the ally, the British. Good shot there on the Flak Panzer. Looks like this guy is back down to 1 Panzerk again. Finds a Teller mine that was there. 3 Panzerks spouting, connect, 1 bounce. Mortar does fall back. Mortar gets wiped on out. Throws a bit of white phosphorus there. Use a scan action there. And this Panzer Grenadier is moving along the flanks. We'll run to the assault officer. Does get a Panzer shot there. Bomber grenade on the assault officer. Only eats us slightly. Good pen there. Now got more officer artillery being brought on in.
The enemy's taken a proper thrashing.
MG bunker
He's
6
at
hits
50
there.
points.
Bunker goes down. I don't think there's anything that a Wehrmacht player can do. Is he going AFK? Grenadiers pushing their way forward. Black Panzer Austin getting repaired on up. Got a Firefly in the build cube, which he does not need.
They're at 25 points. Bloody nearly broken.
There's a pen and bounce there.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Good pen down Oswood. Good pens there.
Enemy infantry shooting at us. Hey. The enemy's down to their last 10 points. Tally ho!
scan action there, and that is the end of the game. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.